This is not a 7 a.m. morning routine. This is not a 6 a.m. routine. This is not a 5 a.m. routine. This is not the morning routine that starts with waking up at a certain time. Having a full-time job, I've realized that focusing on the time, focusing on the 10 habits, none of that really matters. So come along with me on this typical morning before work. Welcome to your new morning routine that will actually last.
I'm actually way more awake this morning than usual. I think because I knew I was filming. I used to be that person that was, if it's not 5 something, it's not a good morning routine. No matter what, if I'm gonna film a morning routine, it should be at 5 or 5:30 because that's what I used to do. But I've recently refreshed my morning routine to just be more realistic about prioritizing, not the productivity, but just prioritizing getting enough sleep at all. If I can get at least 7 hours, I'm happy with myself because I realize I don't even know if I can be productive anymore if I don't get 7 hours of sleep. But it's actually almost 7 o'clock now. It's 6:49. My alarm went off at like 6:30 and I couldn't really get out of bed for 10 minutes. But the thing that gets me out of bed is the fact that I paid for a workout class and I need to go or else I'm gonna get charged extra even though I already pay. I do have a membership at Orange Theory and I feel like it's honestly just one of the best ways for me to actually force myself out of bed when I really don't want to get out. I think that just makes it ever so slightly easier to actually get out of bed because I just know that the class is waiting for me and I've already committed to it. So whether that's like telling a friend that you're gonna go work out with them in the morning or going with your partner or pretending like you've booked a class when you're really just going to go to your home gym or your apartment gym or drive to the gym. For me, it's just so much easier to get it done. Working out before work, just ask yourself, what would you rather do before work and do first thing in the morning than do after work? So even though, yes, I do like working out, I would just so much rather do it in the morning so that I don't have to move around after work. So defining that it was exercise for me was just a really good way to know that like that's me before work. It's just most of the time if I'm working out, it really should be in the morning so that I can be like restful and really allow myself to wind down from work after the work day. I'm gonna go to my 7:10 class. That's like my typical class that I sign up for. No earlier, no later, 7:10. Morning workout's complete and I feel so much better. There's nothing like waking up like working out and I just feel so good now. That was a hard workout this morning too. This is the current protein that I'm having right now. It's a vegan protein. I've been trying vegan proteins for the last like 2 years and I've yet to find my like absolute favorite, but it's honestly hard to try them all because I like try them and then I have it. So usually this lasts me around a month or maybe a little bit over a month. So it's been slow, but I do hope to talk about vegan proteins in the future, just kind of like a roundup of them. But honestly, like I said, my morning routine in itself, like my mentality with morning routines, especially during the work week, which is where I like really care about them the most. If I could just work out before work 3 to 5 days of the week, then that is my morning routine. Like morning routine is complete. And on the days where I don't work out, if I can just literally do one thing, just do one thing, whether it's like taking my time doing my skincare, reading, opening up my journal, opening up a book, just so that I'm not waking up, washing up, and logging on. For the years, I just know that if I can move my body and like get a sweat in before work, I just not only physically feel better, but my mood is also a lot better during the workday and I feel more productive. And I just know that I've like gotten my self-care in because I did something for myself before work and now I don't have to work out after work. I like to take my time having my protein shake just because I'm like so sweaty that I want to take a body shower. I don't shampoo my hair every single day, but I shampooed yesterday. So I'm just gonna do a body shower, blow dry my hair, get ready for a little bit and just chill before work. And that will be my perfect morning routine. This is usually the time that I make my bed because I need to like cool down from my workout. And even though, yes, I do make my bed every single day, that's not the habit that I want to talk about. The habit that I actually prioritize is getting 7 hours of sleep because I feel like I can't do anything. I can't work out, I can't work, I can't be in a good mood if I just don't get that proper rest and sleep. And truthfully, getting 7 hours of sleep was something that was actually kind of hard for me to implement. Having such a busy life with juggling a full-time job and creating content and a social life and health and fitness and reading, all of these things, I usually, if anything, would sacrifice my sleep a lot of the time. And once I kind of reframed my morning routine, made it really, really simple. I just told myself if I can work out before work, then that's honestly my typical morning routine. And I can only really get that workout in if I actually get enough sleep the night before. So I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys like make your bed every single morning, because I feel like we all know that. But I think it's really more so the mindset that will give us the morning routine that will actually last time and time again. And while I was implementing this new morning routine and mindset, I have been sleeping on my Brooklinen sheets, and I just want to give a big thank you to Brooklinen for sponsoring today's video. If you guys don't know Brooklinen, they're based in Brooklyn, New York, and they're a luxury sheets company creating high quality goods to elevate your own home. Everything on my bed is from Brooklinen. My sheets, my pillows, my comforter, everything is Brooklinen, and I just feel like it has really elevated my sleeping experience in the last year. I have the Luxe Hardcore bundle, but all the bundles in Brooklinen, with every single wash, not only does it feel like a luxurious 5-star hotel that you're sleeping in, but it actually just kind of feels more like your own bed with every single wash, because they get softer over time without sacrificing that high quality. My mood board when I moved into this apartment with this bed was to just create more warmth and have like a very cozy space with my bedroom. So instead of having stark white sheets, I implemented having cream sheets when I moved here in September, and it has honestly been so nice. And I did see on their website, Brooklinen is constantly releasing new colors, and what I really, really love, you can get a whole entire sheet set and mix and match the colors. This one graphite like striped set that I feel like would look really good with the cream sheets mix and matched, so that might be something that I do. You can get everything from Brooklinen a la carte, but I really like that they have sets by getting everything all in one order. So you get a duvet cover, you get flat sheets, you get fitted sheets, and then you also get 4 pillowcases, which is more than the typical 2. These sheets are actually a 480 thread count with a slightly luminous finish, but this is sateen, so it's a little bit more luxurious, a little bit more heavyweight. It's just overall like slightly more high quality, which I can really tell with every single wash. It gets softer, but it just doesn't really sacrifice anything with quality. So if you guys want to check out Brooklinen, I'm gonna leave a link in my description box where you can save $20 off your first order of $100 or more. I feel like seriously, ever since I've been sleeping in Brooklinen sheets, 1, I can't go back. 2, the quality of my sleep is just so much better. Like I actually feel like I can rest during sleep, and it's really helped me incorporate actually getting 7+ hours of sleep instead of feeling so restless all the time. Again, you can mix and match on their website, so I definitely recommend you guys check it out. Thank you again to Brooklinen for sponsoring today's video. I think I'm cooled off now, so let's go take a shower. I do work from home, but I do think that you can adopt this morning routine no matter what your job is, whether you work from home, whether you're self-employed, whether you go to an office. No matter what it is, my morning routine that I want to inspire you guys a little bit with is just really defining who are you before work. For me, it's just someone that moves their body. And if I can just do that one thing, then I can go have my work day. I can rush every single thing else and then think I still had my morning routine. Because for me, who I am before work is I just want to make sure that I'm setting myself up for a good day and not have to spend like 4 hours doing it, wake up at the crack of dawn. I just can't do that anymore. When I reevaluated my morning routine, I was like, I just want to be able to work out. And for me, that means I can log on right at 9, but the time itself doesn't really matter. It's just what is the one thing that you want to do for yourself before you start work. I'm trying not to overdo it with too many habits, or at least new habits that I'm trying to implement. Like I think waking up in the morning is hard enough as it is. And if I can just do the one thing that's hard, then that's totally good enough. So like me doing my skincare right now, like this is not really hard for me. This is something that I don't really need a reminder to do in terms of habits. It's just like a true habit of mine. But working out, I think that's hard. I usually would want to sleep in. And a lot of the times it's just like me telling myself, I will have a better day if I can just get this workout in. My mood will be better. I'll treat people better. I'll probably be more productive at work if I can move my body before the workday starts. And I think that's really the mindset to implement in your morning routine. Not like at this time do this or do this many habits or habit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's just framing your mindset in your morning around the routine that gets you a good day or the routine that makes you feel better. So like I said, if it's not working out for you, then it could be reading a book, or it could be making your bed, or spending time to do your skincare. Honestly, skincare takes me like 5 minutes. So I don't really feel like it's much of like a habit or something that I want to indulge in. It's just like a part of my routine. Like I just literally do not think about it when I do my skincare, but I know that that's not the case for everybody. So if someone does have to leave their house by like 8 a.m., you can just wake up at 7, do your skincare, make your coffee, and head out the door. And that can be your one thing that you do for yourself. Maybe you can listen to a song or an album that you really like and spend the time getting ready to having your work day and being your work self. But as long as you're just doing literally one thing, just do one thing for yourself. That is
I think, the morning routine that we can all keep, no matter what time of the year, no matter what month it is, no matter like where you are in your life. But with all that said, I am trying to do more things that will get me outside of my comfort zone and set myself up a little bit better. I don't really know how much of a difference it's actually making, to be honest, to actually like get ready before work. I don't think me getting ready, like doing my hair, putting on jewelry, I don't know how much it really helps, but maybe it does for someone. Well, my skin is clean, which is good. I just need to put on my earrings, and I want to do some brow gel just for the sake of like actually being my best self right now. But look, I wear sweats. I even thought about putting on leggings for this video to just be like a little more put together, but like wearing leggings for me, that is me doing the most. Like a lot of the time, 9 times out of 10, I'm literally just in sweatpants working, because why not? If I can be, why not? These are like the best everyday chunky hoops. Curling my eyelashes, doing my brows, that's it. That's literally it. That's me doing the absolute most. Good morning. Are you ready to wake up now, Mr. Beast? This is my 10-month-old puppy. He said, I want to go back to bed. Very, very, very last thing. If I could do this before work, then I'm like, wow, I'm having a really good day. I do like to take my vitamins in the morning. Just if I can remember, I almost forgot, honestly. This is biotin. Literally tastes like candy. Fiberwell. This is probably better in like a capsule form, but I like to take gummies. So I have these in the morning too. 1 serving of this is 2 gummies, and I'll just fill up my water bottle now. And then I do take a multivitamin in the morning. If I can do it in the morning, then I'm really good. But this is like a newer part of my routine, or just like my daily life that I'm trying to implement a little bit more. This is Ritual. I did work with them in a previous video, but I actually really love this multivitamin. It's like very all-encompassing of what you actually need on a daily basis. I can do this. This is new. I don't do this every time because I truthfully forget, but I'm trying to do this more in the mornings. Now I can make my coffee. Personally, I really like to have something that like signals the end of my morning routine, or signaling really the start of the workday. And so for me, it's making my coffee. Like I don't really have coffee first thing in the morning because I want to enjoy it and like sip on it and start my workday with something that I actually like coffee. And so for you, it might be filling up your water bottle or grabbing your keys and heading out the door. That's like your signal to kind of ending that morning routine. And I think that really simplifies it and kind of like sums it all up. And that's kind of my simplified morning routine, my realistic, updated, long-lasting morning routine. At least the place in my life, it's just not realistic for me to wake up at 5:30 anymore or 5 a.m. anymore. Maybe in a different life. Maybe back then it worked, but that's just because I think my load was a little bit lighter, I guess. Sometimes if I make everything so complicated, or if my routine is very complex, then I just don't really feel like I can keep it up. Or if I have so many steps, then of course I have to wake up at 5:30 to do it all. But honestly, waking up at 6:30, whatever. It's just waking up before my workout. If I can just wake up before then, that's my morning routine. And if I could do my workout, get ready for the workday, make a cup of coffee, that's literally all it is. And I think that's honestly all it really needs to be. And so I'm curious, I feel like if any of you guys have found me from my previous morning routines, whether it was my last year's 5:31 or my 5 a.m. one, which was like back in 2020, I would love to know how your morning routine has evolved over time, and in what season of your life does this morning routine call for. And for me, like I said, I just want to make sure I'm getting 7 hours of sleep. That's like at the top of my morning routine. Like, did I get enough sleep, and can I like move my body? But I want to know what it is for you. Like, what do you love to do in the mornings? What signifies like yourself and who you are, giving yourself a life before work? I do have a series on my YouTube channel called Work to Live Diaries, where I take you guys actually through my whole entire work week or work days during my 9-to-5 job to show you guys how I'm implementing more of a work to live mindset instead of a live to work mindset. So my morning routine is something that I really love because it's so simple, but it just kind of reminds me that I wake up and I have a life for myself before work, whether it was for 1 hour or 2 hours or one activity or half of an activity. Just doing something for myself before work really puts me in a better mindset to have a better work day, because I know that it's not all defining of my day or of who I am. I really love it. Make sure you guys check out Work to Live Diaries if you haven't. I really love that series, and it's really just kind of like work week vlogs, work day vlogs, but I talk about things here and there, or I just take you along life. I'm really happy to do this morning routine. For some reason, I feel like morning routines are something that I don't really love doing so much, but this one was really, really fun to film just because it's what I actually do. I'm logging on right now. I'll show you guys my screen. Oh,
Isn't that pretty? Thank you again to Brooklinen for sponsoring today's video. Again, if you guys want to click the link in my description box, you can get $20 off your first order of $100 or more. That's 20% off. Definitely check out their website. They have lots of mix and match options, lots of colors, really good muted neutral colors that I really think you guys should check out. Especially the bundles are really good. Invest in your sleep and just like ensure yourself some good sleep by getting yourself good sheets. And that officially marks the end of my morning routine. I need to start my workday. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. I post new videos twice a week in 2024. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video, but until then, miss you already.